Damn, trouser finally shedded. Check out this skin right here. Ew. I bet he'll eat a mouse now. Got the new radiator right here. Gotta take it all apart all over again. But it will be worth it. Ugh. Just got the stock radiator out. Took me a bit, had to fight with it. But it's finally out. Now I just gotta pull the condenser off and all the AC lines and the compressor. Alright, so I got most of the AC stuff taken out of it. I still just gotta unplug that condenser, get it out of there and pull the lines out, and then the AC is pretty much out of there. I still need to take a Sawzall and cut out my front radiator support, cut like this whole bar out right here, and kind of cut some metal out on the sides right here to extend it, make some more room for the intercooler piping. I also got this right here. This is for the power steering. It like cools the fluid, I guess, but I'm just gonna get rid of this. This goes back over, that cooling stuff runs to this line, and then that line coming out of like the power steering reservoir, and I'm just gonna tee these together so then I can get rid of all the lines and all this stuff right here. Alright, so I just got the plate that holds the compressor on. This bolts to the block, and right when I pulled this off, I found out that my timing belt cover, the lower half, is just completely melted. That's the timing belt right there. This is all supposed to be covered up, and this is all just melted plastic. I'm guessing it's because I didn't put an exhaust on there, and I bet it was getting really hot and just melting all this plastic off. But this shouldn't be too big of a deal. I did notice the car was making like a little like hissing noise too, and I bet it's because all this plastic's rubbing on the crank pulley right there. But so I need to rip that out of there. Also, something else I just noticed. I don't know how safe this is to drive my car around. Probably not very safe at all. But I think my timing belt tensioner is kind of taking a crap on me, because if you look right here, this is my timing belt, and it is very loose. It should be, oh yeah, it is very loose. It should be nice and tight and have very little play. And it's, at least on this side, it's definitely really loose right there. So, I gotta figure that out. I mean, as long as the timing belt doesn't snap, I should be good, but I definitely need to get that figured out. Whole front of the car just like... Alright, so we got that all cut out of there. I'll go back and clean up all the stuff I cut out. Eventually I'm going to drill out these spot welds right here all the way around, and this is a separate piece right here that looks pretty ugly, and once I drill all those spot welds out, I'll be able to get that off on each side. It'll just make it look a little nicer. Right now I'm trying to mount the radiator, and what I'm going to do is drill 2 holes in this piece, and these little pegs will just drop right down in those holes, and then I'll just make a bracket to mount. Shit. Just got the holes drilled to mount the radiator. So those guys just, oh, hold on. Slide in like that. Not going anywhere. Like I said, now I just need to make a bracket for up here, and the radiator's done. Just got to put the fan on there. Now I just got to see how I'm going to mount the intercooler. I'm thinking just get a couple brackets coming off the bar from under there to these mounts on the bottom of the intercooler. Then once I get the intercooler in place, I just got to redo all the piping from the compressor side of the turbo to the intake. I can probably reuse some of the stuff I made, but pretty much got to restart. Gonna see if I can get my exhaust on today as well. It's been off the car for a while. Got all these scuffs on it from that low life. MagnaFlow. Alright, so this is my downpipe right here. So on these four-wheel drive wagons, it has this piece of flex pipe, whatever, right here. And on the four-wheel drive wagons, the transfer case comes pretty close to the oil pan right here. So this is all I have to work with, this space right here to go through. Right now I just got the exhaust on that jack stand, and that flex piece barely hits in between there. So it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to cut this piece of flex off and then just add a straight piece of pipe.
Do you even scoot?
Yeah, bro. Alright, so I just got my downpipe done. Welds aren't perfect, but they're not too bad. And it fits up perfectly, so that's all that matters. Now I just need to get a wideband for the bung right there. Put some coolant in it and get the intercooler stuff mounted up. So I didn't have enough time to get the intercooler mounted up. I have to wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna go grab some pieces of metal from my class. I'm in a welding class right now. And how I'm gonna mount this, I'm just gonna weld two little tabs off of this bar right here and then just set that guy on right there. So in the next video, I'll get that done and get all the intercooler piping ran and get the wideband in there, put the Honda in, and it should be good to go.